Erin stands on Blackspire Keep, her gaze fixed on the horizon as the shadow of approaching legions darkens the land. Ash swirls ominously, painting the air with a grim prophecy of the battle to come. Conflicting emotions play across Erin's face, a fierce determination battling against creeping fear. King Halric approaches, his footsteps heavy on the ancient stone ramparts. The metallic echo of Halric tightening his gauntlets shatters the tense silence. Halric is visibly shaken, the weight of the impending battle etched deeply into his weary features. From the towering cliffs, Vorthen descends, his colossal wings casting a shadow that briefly darkens the morning sun. His golden eyes burn with an intense, unwavering fire. Vorthen's voice booms across the landscape, shaking the very stones of Blackspire Keep. "Are you ready, Dragonborn?" Erin stands firm, her gaze unflinching as she meets Vorthen's fiery stare. A subtle smile plays on her lips, a hint of the power she holds within. With unwavering resolve, she answers Vorthen's challenge. Always, upon Blackspire Keep's walls, Halric raises Dawnfire, the royal blade gleaming against the grim dawn. Below, a relentless undead horde shuffles forward, a tide of death against the stone. Hollow drums echo, a morbid rhythm driving the horde's inexorable advance. Halric's face is a mask of grim determination, his eyes scanning the battlefield. His voice rings out, a command cutting through the eerie silence. "Archers ignite!" Awaiting archers, poised with fiery arrows, ready to unleash hell upon the advancing undead. Upon a chariot of skulls, General Vexon Morath looms, a harbinger of doom against the pale morning light. He raises a skeletal hand, its bony fingers gleaming with dark intent, a stark symbol of impending destruction. His voice echoes across the battlefield, cold and resolute, sealing Eldon's fate. Eldon burns today, and with it, the last light of men, he proclaims. His words a chilling prophecy of annihilation. Halric stands on Blackspire Keep's walls, wind tearing at his hair, a solitary figure against the vast, dawning sky. His voice, amplified by the morning air, echoes with challenge. "Then come and see how brightly we burn." A resolute gaze pierces the horizon, defying the unseen enemy lurking beyond the walls. Turning to his people, his voice softens, filled with purpose. "Go, let them see what hope looks like." Halric remains a beacon, a symbol of unwavering defiance and hope against the encroaching darkness. Erin leaps onto Vorthen, mounting the dragon for a swift ascent, leaving the chaos of the battlefield far behind. Below, a horrifying panorama of death unfolds, a stark testament to the brutal clash of armies. Clutching Ignivar, Erin feels the sword radiate intense heat, a promise of fiery retribution. Dragonfire dances along Ignivar's blade, a visual symphony of destruction ready to be unleashed. Erin's eyes blaze with righteous fury, a storm of vengeance brewing within. "Let them feel the sky burn," Erin declares, a chilling promise echoing in the wind. From the sky, Vorthen bathes the battlefield in roaring flames. The undead writhe and dissolve into molten ash under the dragon's wrath. The soldiers of Eldon erupt in a cheer that echoes across the war-torn landscape, their faces alight with renewed hope. Morath's dark command pierces the air. Shadow wraiths rise and meet the dragon. Ethereal figures materialize, their shadowy forms swirling as they ascend to challenge the fiery beast. A spectral counterattack. The battlefield unfolds, a chaotic tapestry of destruction under the vast morning sky. "Vorthen! They're coming!" Erin's urgent warning pierces through the din of battle. Vorthen, a dragon of immense power, spirals through the air, his tail obliterating a wraith. Ethereal claws tear at Vorthen's scales as wraiths swarm, their shadowy forms relentless. Fearless, Erin leaps from Vorthen's back, a comet of blazing determination against the dawn. Her blade ignites with unearthly fire as she plummets towards the ravaged earth below. Erin descends onto the chaotic battlefield, wraiths swirling around her like a ghostly tempest. Her blade flashes, a burning arc of light cleaving through the ethereal figures with deadly precision. Each strike leaves a fading trail of shadows, a testament to her power against the spectral foes. The dragon mark on her skin blazes, casting an intense, otherworldly light across the ravaged ground. On a rise, Halric raises his sword high, a rallying cry echoing across the din of battle. Forward, protect the keep, for Eldan, for the Pact. His voice cuts through the fray, a beacon of hope. Steel clashes against bone as the morning sun rises over a battlefield scarred by war. Flames dance in the sky, painting it with shades of orange and black, a hellish canvas of destruction. The guttural roar of a dragon echoes, a terrifying counterpoint to the relentless war drums. The ground trembles beneath the weight of war, a symphony of death shaking the very earth. A macabre ballet of clashing armies unfolds, where every step is measured in blood and loss. The battlefield is a maelstrom of chaos, a stage where life and death engage in a deadly dance. Vorthen descends onto the battlefield, a titan among the fallen, his landing crushing the undead. Amidst the chaos, Vorthen's voice booms, cutting through the din of battle with a clear, urgent command. The necromancer commands from the ridge. Vorthen roars, his words carrying the weight of desperation. Vorthen's gaze pierces through the hordes, locking onto the distant ridge where the necromancer lurks. End him, or this will never stop, Vorthen bellows, his demand echoing across the war-torn ground. Eren, face set with grim resolve, mounts the dragon amidst a battlefield consumed by smoke and fire. Ascending into the turbulent sky, Eren commands, "Take me to him." The air crackles with barely contained magic. Morath, a figure of terrible power, hurls his staff like a spear of lightning across the smoke-choked sky. A sickening crack echoes as the staff strikes Vorthen's wing, a devastating blow against the dawn. Eren, with a final surge of strength, leaps from the back of the dragon, a figure of defiance against the morning sky. She lands gracefully before Morath's chariot, her sword a blazing beacon of righteous fury. Her eyes blazing with determination, she faces Morath, her stance unyielding. With unwavering resolve, Eren declares, "Back to the grave, monster," her words echoing with the promise of retribution. Morath sneers, a mask of disdain twisting his features as he declares, "I am eternal." Eren's face hardens with resolve, her eyes blazing with righteous fire. With a defiant cry, "Then let eternity burn." Eren plunges her sword into Morath's chest. A blinding eruption of flames engulfs Morath, a pyre of divine retribution. Morath is reduced to cinders in the inferno, his eternal reign extinguished in a flash. The Black Legions crumble, their power broken with their master's demise. A haunting silence smothers the battlefield, the air heavy with ozone and the stench of destruction. Eren kneels amidst the wreckage, her armor scarred, her face a canvas of exhaustion and grim determination. Halric cautiously approaches, his gear bearing witness to the brutal combat, his expression weary. Halric's voice breaks the silence. "It's over." Vorthen's grim warning pierces the air. For now, but the fire that burns one darkness may awaken another. On the bloodied battlefield, Eren stares east, where a crimson sunrise paints the horizon with streaks of fire and hope. Turning to Halric, her gaze is firm and unwavering. "Then we'll face it together." Halric's voice resonates with resolve. Together, flame and crown. As the sun ascends, a majestic dragon soars through the sky, its silhouette a symbol of rebirth. The dragon's shadow sweeps across the scarred land, a kingdom reborn under wings of fire.